terracotta warm color, and this is more of a matte, this is not more of it definitely is a matte finish to the skin. So we're gonna put this in places that we would traditionally maybe put a bronzer to start bringing a little bit of depth to the skin. The other side, you see this beautiful marbleized rose gold, and you can see each one's different because each one is different in kind of in the marble that you're getting, and this gives a glow to the skin. So when we're talking red carpet ready, we have a beautiful complexion, but then we want to start again adding some depth, and we're going to do that with the matte, and then we're going to add bring some features forward, and we're going to do that with the glow.
Okay.
So it comes with this really cool dual-sided brush, and that it's not double-sided. It actually just has two different blends of hair here. So I'm gonna use the darker side for the matte, and it doesn't really matter what you do at home, but then I use the lighter side for the glow. That's just how I remember it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull a little bit of product, and these are our baked mineral powders, so they're really, really silky. It's the lightest weight application of color that you can get. So I'm gonna build a little bit on here. I'm gonna give a little bit of a tap, and I'm just gonna start this on the cheekbone. I'm not gonna do it right on the apple of the cheek. I'm just gonna go just a hair under that and just start sweeping where you would do a little bit of contour. Because this is just kind of this warm honey amber sheen, it works really beautifully on all skin tones, and it's more believable than a traditional bronzer, because and bronzers are great for summer, but as we're still in these winter months, we're saying, you know, you don't always want to kind of have that J-Lo glow going on when it's just not really believable.
Right.
So this is definitely a way to pick up the skin, add depth and dimension without adding a ton of really kind of that bronzer look that we're gonna save a little bit more for the summer.
Now, we had a question in our chat from Chris about whether or not you had a contouring kit. Would you say that this would be the closest thing to that?
I think, yeah, we don't have a contouring kit. Stay tuned for more kind of things like that. But I think this, for the most part, could act like a contouring kit, and that it is made for all skin tones, and you really can do what you do with a traditional contouring kit, which is really helping to contour and then helping to luminize and highlight.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it makes sense. So if you were to pick all of this up separately, you guys, the brush and the compact, it would be a $58 value, so an incredible value today. Okay, so now I see you're luminizing.
So now I'm luminizing, so I'm taking that marble side, and you can just pack this on. I think this is another trend that we have seen this award season is, you know, we got the the glowing skin all over from the complexion, but we're seeing that continue in the highlighting and almost kind of this strobing effect. So we're not seeing a ton of bright, bright, bright. We're kind of seeing this really beautiful uniform texture and tone throughout the entire look, and you're gonna see that when we get to the eye product next too. It's nothing too crazy. It's kind of really ethereal and pretty and fresh looking.
This just looks like Leah just had a beautiful vacation.
And it's gonna, I mean, it is, and that's kind of, it just starts kind of, the foundation is about kind of giving you that beautiful canvas and evening everything out. And then you want to start adding tone and dimension through products. You don't want the redness on your skin being the tone and dimension. You want to take that away, and then you want to add back on. So I think, and this color works for, you're going to see Stacey as well, and she loves this product too. And so you can see how it's a compact for all skin tones.
Alrighty. All right.
So I'm starting with the matte side again. I'm really going in there. I'm picking up that product, tapping off any extra, and just like Jess said, going right in there just below my cheekbone to give me a nice little tone, contour that face, give us those, you know, we all like that cheekbone look, right? So I love this because how many times have you gone into a color and next thing you know, you've got a brown stripe, and now you're trying to push it around, now you're trying to cover it up. It's never gonna happen with bareMinerals.
Right, that's
right
what
there.
we said, no line of demarcation there.
And then I like to go, you saw Jess doing this with Leah, I like to go right across the top of my forehead at my hairline, and then frame a little bit at my jawline,
that's
across
where
the chin.
like. I love
all
the
of this just pushes your features forward. On the sides of my nose. And because it's matte, you're never going to see a whole bunch of shine and an overly deposited look to your skin. And if you do feel like you have a little too much, just go ahead and buff it out. It's bareMinerals, right? So now I'm gonna flip over my brush, go into the luminizer, and go right for that cheekbone. And look at that. It just gives the look of radiance, of moisture, of health, and glow to the skin. You know, we've all seen somebody who has, you know, something shiny on their skin, you know, whatever they're calling it. We're like, yeah, I see that. I don't want you to say, wow, just like your foundation. I don't want you to say, you see my luminizer. I want you to say, oh my gosh.
You see my luminizer.
Your luminizer looks amazing.
I see you a luminizer, and I raise you.
And I raise you, right?
Glow.
I even like to take my finger and put it in there and just kind of hit my Cupid's bow a little bit.
Ooh, that's pretty. But look how subtle it is. And you know what? Patricia, I think, says it best in our chat. She says, this looks so natural. I think that's perfect. Yeah. And then Renee says, now this is the color I was looking for. Yes. I like it. Chantal says, this is so beautiful. Kathy says she wants this. She said, stop me. I'm turning into Elise. I'm loving highlighters. Kathy, you know what? You can't go wrong with having a wardrobe of highlighters. Right. Just throwing it out there because there's a time and a place for different ones. So let me just show you here. You're getting the matte side and the glow side and the two-sided brush. So you saw Stacy and Jess use the dark side with the matte and the light side with the glow. You do whatever you want. Tap off the excess and apply. Twist my arm. I'll go ahead and apply a little bit there. But a really, really wonderful value here as well, and a great price. So if you want to pick this up today, there's your item number. You're welcome to go to beautyiq.com and pick it up there, or by calling then our 1-800 number. All right, girls. So
wait, I'm doing
where
a trick.
else
I'm
are
doing
we?
a trick over here.
Oh, you're doing a trick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I just had a little bit of almost a sheer lip gloss here that Leah and I are sharing. And I put a little bit of the lip gloss on the back of my hand. And then I went into the matte side of this, and I'm building a lip color for her. So I just pulled a little bit of the terracotta color, and I'm blending it on my hand here with the sheer lip gloss, and then I'm adding it to her lips as a lip look.
Ooh,
so
that's nice.
If you have a lip balm, I think, you know, this could be, you can mix this product, and we do this a lot with bareMinerals. If we have a loose blush or anything, like Stacey was saying, anything can go anywhere. So if you have a lip balm in your bag and maybe you have this compact in your bag, you have a lip color instantly. So that's kind of a nice, like, I like multitasking products that, you know, our handbags aren't always that big. So we need to have products that can do a lot.
Now,
in our tiny handbags.
We have a really interesting question in the chat from Ray Ray. Ray Ray says, could you apply cream products over bareMinerals loose pressed powder foundation and bareMinerals loose and pressed powder foundations?
Yes, yes, and yes. That's a great question. So as you know, we have a lot of different formats of foundation. All of our products, and we have a lot of different formats of blush and things like that. So everything is meant to go together. And I think that's one key feature with bareMinerals that's unique, is that anything that is in more of a cream or gel format from bareMinerals is super, super blendable and lightweight. So it's not competing. And the other thing with bareMinerals foundations is they become one with the skin. Because none of our foundations get cakey or heavy on the skin, when you put a cream or a gel on top of that, whether it's a blush or even a gel luminizer, it's not going to be taking away what you already have put down. So they all work in harmony beautifully together. So yes.
And one more question for you. This is from Dee, and Dee says, because all products at bareMinerals are powder, which, Dee, I just want to let you know, some of them are and some of them aren't. She said, if you're putting powder on top of powder, will it make your face look dry and settle into fine lines? So her follow-up question is bareMinerals better for younger skin?
So absolutely not. I'm saying it's great for all skin types, and here is why. We, just because they look like a powder doesn't mean they're gonna be powdery on the skin. The foundation that I used and that we used tonight, it looks like a powder, it applies like a cream. There's no talc in this, so it doesn't ever look powdery or give that powdery look. It feels more creamy on the skin. So no, I actually think that this de-emphasizes fine lines and wrinkles on aging skin. I know that my grandmother wears this foundation. She's 95 and she puts this on every single day.
That's adorable.
She wears it, and I wear it, and my younger cousins wear it. So I think it really can go for anybody, and it's not necessarily that our products lend towards younger skin.
Yeah, it's generational.
Ages. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
No, that's okay. I always do the test of like, would I wear it and would my mom wear wear it. And that's exactly what you just said. You know, you've got your grandmother, you've got you have all these different generations wearing it. But I would say, if you're nervous, when in doubt, buff a little bit more and then buff a little bit more, because it seems like the more you buff, as far as like the chat is saying, the more we buff, the more we love these products. So that might be a good way to start.
I wish I was in, I mean, I know I'm in the chat with you because you're telling me, but I wish I was, because I love that you guys are all helping each other. And I think this is perfect for BDIQ because we have this huge community of women and they all kind of, you guys grew up with bareMinerals and really built who we are, and we create new products because of what you guys ask for. So thank you for helping each other out on the chat there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so let's see. What have we done so far? We've done, okay, we did the Warm Light Powder Duo because we are adding some color and dimension, and now we're moving into Quick as a Wink.
Oh my gosh, yes, and I am completely obsessed. I think Stacy's gonna show you first applying these, but let me show you what they are. These just debuted today. These have been extremely hard to find. They are really not anywhere else in our line that you can purchase bareMinerals. So, and I don't know when we will be able to get these back. So these are